Guys, this is the day of my spoiler-filled review for Crimes of Grindelwald. Um, I have already posted a spoiler-free review, so if you would rather watch one without the spoilers, feel free to go to my channel and just watch that one. If not, you are in for a treat, or not. Um, I wanted to give you guys a chance to actually see the movie before I actually spoiled it for you. Some people like that, some people don't. Before the movie came out, I actually kind of found myself starting to nibble at the spoilers, and I was very annoyed with myself for doing that. So if you're like that, okay. Um, if not, if you don't want any spoilers whatsoever, by all means, click out of this video. Now is literally like your last chance to click out of a spoiler-filled review for this movie. Okay, you done? Alright, so, well, where do I even start with this? Obviously, I really liked it, or I would not still be talking about it. I have seen it twice and do plan on seeing it a third time sometime in the next few weeks. Not next week because I've got a lot of stuff going on and won't be able to get to the theater to see it. Let's see here. I guess I'll just start from the beginning. So that opening sequence was amazing. It was very busy. It was Grindelwald's escape, so of course there's going to be a lot of stuff going on. At first I did not realize what the chupacabra was. I really did not. I just thought it was like some weird lizard thing. I'm kind of sad that it got thrown out the window too. Like, poor Antonio the chupacabra. Just, why, Grindelwald? Why? So I don't have any notes for this one. Hang on, let me see if I do actually have notes. I do have notes, but it's very generic. What I didn't like was, again, just watching it the first time, it was hard to follow. There was a lot going on, so, I mean, the storyline's kind of all over the place. You're cutting between different characters, and with as many new characters as we have, that's hard to follow. Hence the reason I went to see it a second time. And I feel like a little too much got cut out in editing. I hope we get a lot of those deleted scenes on the Blu-ray. I plan on buying the Blu-ray. Normally I'll just buy the DVD because it's cheaper, but this is one of the times that I would actually buy the Blu-ray. I didn't like the ending of the movie. I don't for a second believe that Credence is Aurelius Dumbledore. I've never heard of this character. I'm not the only one that's never heard of it. None of us have. Seriously, my brother and I were walking out of the theater and he turns to me and he's like, "Have you ever heard of this character?" I'm like, "No, I have no clue who he is." So, yeah, I think Grindelwald is trying to manipulate Credence into trying to kill Albus, but we obviously know he does not succeed because, I mean, Dumbledore still ends up being Harry's headmaster. And if she were to kill off Albus Dumbledore, that would mess up a whole lot of stuff with the Harry Potter books. What I liked. Probably my favorite was the new Antina storyline. At the beginning, she's, like, really pissed off at him. Just does not want anything to do with him, it seems like. And then after the salamander eyes thing, she changes her mind, it seems like. So I'm happy about that. Newt does not follow Dumbledore's orders because it's something that Dumbledore wants. He knows he's being manipulated. He knows that Dumbledore wants him to go to Paris to find Credence, obviously, but that's not the reason Newt goes to Paris. He goes to Paris when he finds out Tina's there looking for Credence. Of course, he doesn't really know that she's there to look for Credence. He just knows that Tina's in Paris, and that's why he goes. The visual effects were really good. The CGI on most of the characters was really good. And I think I said this in my spoiler-free review, I didn't like the CGI on the Matigos. They looked a little bit too computer-generated for me to really like. The character development, at first I thought it was like spot on, amazing, well done. Now I'm not so sure. Like, I need to go back and watch the movie again just to like see how well all the characters were developed. I know Lita's character was really well developed. We really got to know her with her flashbacks, but she was about the only new character that we really got to know. We don't know anything about use of comma or Nagini. I get the feeling Nagini's going to come into play a lot later on in the series. We do have 3 more movies to get through, so I'm hoping that we get to find out more about her. She does seem like a very interesting character. She's trying to hold on to her humanity for as long as possible, knowing that at some point she's not going to be human anymore. And that's kind of a tragic thing for her to be dealing with, and I do want to get to know her a little bit better. Another thing that I really liked was Jacob trying to be Newt's wingman, like, really. I'm just going down a list, by the way. Next is on my list is Johnny Depp as Grindelwald. He did an amazing job. He delivered that speech at the end of the movie, like, perfectly. Like, I don't think anybody else could have delivered it as good as Johnny Depp did. He's not, like, all up in your face. He's kind of soft-spoken. He wants you to come to him. And then, of course, Jude Law as Dumbledore. Oh my god. Perfect cast. Amazing. I'm really trying to think of what else to say, because I need somebody to talk to about this movie, because the only person that I know that has actually seen it is, like, a casual fan of the series, of this world, whereas I'm like, give me more, give me more, give me more. But yeah, I can't really think of anything else to say. James Newton Howard did an amazing job on the score. If you have not listened to the soundtrack, do. It's somewhere here on YouTube. First time I heard it, it was on a YouTube playlist, because somebody got it a day early and uploaded it, and yeah. Anyway, I guess I could go on with my predictions from one of my previous videos. A couple videos ago, I had made predictions for the movie, just saying what I thought was going to happen and what I didn't think was going to happen, and I had listed 5. So I'm going to just go back over those and say what I was right about them. If you don't really find that interesting, by all means, you can go on and click out, but just to let you know that that's what's going to happen. So my number 5 prediction was there was not going to be a kiss or a confession of feelings between Newt and Tina, and I was right about that. By the time their miscommunication had been cleared up, it was one thing after another, and they didn't have time to sit down and talk. I kind of hope that's in one of the deleted scenes, because I do like their relationship. I like watching, or getting to watch it build from, like, pretty much complete strangers, she arresting him in New York because he accidentally let the Niffler loose inadvertently, obviously, because the Niffler is like a little escape artist. But, yeah, I didn't think there was going to be a kiss or a confession of how they felt, and I was right about that, like I said. Number 4, I thought the blood pact would only like partially play into why Dumbledore couldn't move against Grindelwald, but it seems like now that is the only reason that Dumbledore couldn't go fight Grindelwald was because of this blood pact. Hang on. Sorry, my throat's feeling kind of scratchy. I think I might be coming down with a cold or something, which I blame it on the weather changing. It goes back and forth all the time right now. But anyway, yeah, the blood pact is the only reason, as of now, that we know of, that Dumbledore cannot fight Grindelwald. Oh yeah, I think the blood pact probably like functions as kind of like a unbreakable vow. If one of you does something to I forgot the word. If one of violate. If one of you does something to violate that pact, whichever one of you did that is probably gonna die. Number 3, Queenie joins Grindelwald, and I was right about that. I wish I had not been right, because, I like Queenie. I like her character. But in this movie, she seemed really unstable mentally, and I don't know if that comes from her being a Legilimens, having to listen to other people's thoughts all the time, or what. I do kind of think the tea that Rosier gave Queenie when they were in Grindelwald's apartment, I kind of think that tea was spiked with something to make her more vulnerable to suggestions. I don't know if that's true or not. We will see. But, yeah. I don't think initially she would have joined him of her own free will. I think she was willing to move to London, possibly, or somewhere in England where she and Jacob could get married and live together without worrying about her being thrown in jail. That was why Jacob didn't want to get married in the beginning of the movie, was because she would get thrown in jail, especially if they went back to New York. Number 2, I thought that Credence and Nagini would fall in love and have some kind of romantic relationship, but I have been proven wrong, obviously. He didn't really seem to care a whole lot about her. Yeah, they were friends, but beyond that, I don't think there was really anything else going on. They bonded over being different from everyone else in the magical community. And I think for her that was very powerful to have somebody else, another human that was different, had something quote unquote wrong with them. Number 1 was Lita dying. I was in shock. I was. Like, why give us that much backstory for this character? Make us, like, really start to care about her and then kill her off. Why? I really hope it wasn't just so that Tina and Newt could be together. But I don't know. I'm still making up my mind on this one. Anyway, I think that is everything that I needed to say. And I will have an Owlcrate unboxing later on this week. I'm going to be filming that one next. And, sorry, I just ate lunch and I'm belching like crazy. I will have an Owlcrate unboxing probably up Thursday or Friday. I don't know about Thursday because it is Thanksgiving, and then Friday I'm going to be out shopping with my mother-in-law, maybe my mom. My mother-in-law, her and her sisters go out like all day long from like 5, 6 a.m. to maybe 9 or 10 at night. I don't know. But it is a very long day with them, so I don't know if I will be going with them or just with my mom. But, with everything that's happened lately, I need to be around family. And when it's just me and my husband, we don't have anybody else that lives with us besides the dog. And right now she's in her kennel because otherwise she will be into everything when I am filming. And you guys don't want to see me get mad at the dog. It's hard not to get mad at her sometimes. Oh, yesterday she flipped over one of our side tables. Yeah. Spilled a drink, knocked the lamp and a picture frame off the table, and yeah. She's a little troublemaker, but I love her. Like I said, I'll have an owl crate unboxing up sometime later on this week. Nothing next week because, like I said, I've just got a lot going on, but you will have more videos starting the first week of December, and I'm really sorry that just the last couple months have been just nothing, hardly at all, it seems like. I do plan on getting back into the swing of things. I'm starting to feel better this week. At least today has been a good day, hence the reason I went ahead and filmed this, and I'm getting ready to film my owl crate unboxing. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.